we've been consistently running what we call this revenue deficit for a long time. We've not had a deficit since 1987. So whatever taxes we have collected is actually not even sufficient to keep things in motion. But this is not an alarming story. I mean, if you look at what the breakdown of where our tax money is going towards, it's going towards salaries and wages. So whenever you hear an announcement of the allowance increase in terms of public sector salaries, that's that corner left bar going up. Interest payments, whenever the government goes out in terms of getting foreign borrowings or even the local borrowings as well. Subsidies and transfers, whatever is given in plantations and other things are captured there, and other goods and services. So basically, this is your tax revenue at work, in a sense, because this is what is sort of funding it. But we've had this story for a long time, and it's not something new. But we've been able to manage through it because we go through these adjustments in the economy. We do not have enough revenue coming in. And it's always matched with what the political cycle. So what we have, for example, is very loose monetary policy, which sort of accommodates loose fiscal policy. And if you match it, it sort of goes in line with whenever there is presidential or parliamentary election. Then you have people spending, imports up. This time around, the political cycle and loose fiscal policy and low interest rates sort of matched with what happened in terms of the level of debt in the economy and that level of debt we need to service. And we eventually go through this adjustment in terms of currency and rates. And that's why you see typically these big movements in interest rates, big movements in exchange rate, simply because there's not enough. One factor is simply because we do not have enough revenue. So we have these massive movements in currency. So since this sort of match since 1986, in terms of the devaluations or the depreciations at this particular point in time, the recent one is about close to 9%. Previously we had a 16% move. Before that, fueled a bit by the global crisis, we had about an 8% move. So this is essentially when you do not have enough things or you can't spend, you do not have enough revenue to spend, eventually adjustments happening for these indicators. The question, the issue is also the amount of, in terms of tax contribution to GDP. That's a number that a lot of economists like to share around. And we also aspire